In the early days of the world, when the earth was still young and the memory of the great flood remained fresh in the hearts of men, all people spoke a single language. Their words were one, their understanding united, and with this unity came a great strength. As generations passed and humanity began to grow and spread, the people journeyed together eastwards. In time they discovered a broad, fertile plain in the land of Shinar. It was a place that seemed ideal for settling, wide open and full of promise, and so there they chose to make their home. As they dwelled in that place, their ambitions began to grow. The people turned to one another and said, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They did not use stones as had been the practice before, but instead they molded bricks and bound them with tar for mortar. With their hands and minds, they fashioned tools and laid the foundations of what they believed would be their greatest achievement. "Let us build for ourselves a city," they said, "and in it a tower that reaches to the very heavens." Their goal was not simply shelter nor worship, but fame. "Let us make a name for ourselves," they declared boldly, "so that we will not be scattered across the face of the whole earth." In their hearts they sought greatness, not in God, but in themselves. They desired power, unity on their terms, and a legacy that would reach the skies. But the Lord, who sees all things and knows the hearts of men, looked down from heaven upon the city and the tower that they were building. He saw not only their structure of brick and tar, but the pride that laid its foundation, and the rebellion that raised its walls. The Lord said, "Behold, they are one people, and they all speak the same language. This is only the beginning of what they will do. If they continue in this pride, nothing they plan will be restrained from them." It was not the tower alone that troubled the Lord, but the hearts that sought to exalt themselves above their Maker. The people were attempting to replace God's name with their own, chasing glory and security apart from Him. But no structure, no matter how tall, can reach the heights of heaven, nor can any name surpass the name of the Most High. And so the Lord, in His wisdom and mercy, said, "Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." And in an instant the unity that had once bound them was broken. Words became foreign, speech turned into confusion, and neighbors became strangers. Misunderstandings swept over the city like a flood, and the work came to a halt. Unable to communicate or continue their plans, the people abandoned the tower. They scattered, just as they had feared, across the face of the whole earth. The place where they had once sought to exalt themselves became a monument to their confusion, a reminder of their pride. They called it Babel, because there the Lord had confused the language of the world. And thus, through divine intervention, God reminded humanity that no ambition, no unity, no name or nation should ever rise above the reverence due to Him alone. For when people attempt to glorify themselves instead of honoring their Creator, their efforts will crumble and their plans will scatter like dust in the wind.